I decided to do was to really create a roadmap so that people understand how to navigate their relationships from the very first moment they meet someone all the way to a very deep, loving, intimate, and transformational relationship, if that's where they decide they want to go. And I also felt it was important in doing so to help people understand the nature of relationships, because sometimes people are expecting relationships to act in a way that's not their natural, their innate way of being. So if you understand relationships, you will understand what's required for you to take your relationship to the next level. Well, the first phase is called object fantasy. And this is that phase where we first meet someone. And in romantic relationship, this gets a little tricky. It gets tricky because our hormones are pumping and we're very excited and we have all kinds of fantasies about who we want and hope and maybe even fear this person to be. And it's also that time that we project a lot of our own stuff onto them. Like a lot of things get stirred up in phase one that we may not be aware of. So it's that bumpy, wild ride, phase one.
He has responsible family man written all over him. I bet he likes romantic walks on the beach too.
I bet underneath that business suit is a wild woman. I bet she likes football to boot.
We move into phase two, which is called the self-discovery phase. And in phase two, that's the time where we get to sort out. We get to sort out, okay, who really is this person from what I wish that person were really like. Who am I? You know, what is my reactions all about? We really get to learn and understand who we are as well as our new significant other. And at this point, we develop a relationship that's based on a real person and a real bond and a real love. So that's phase two, which is a lovely phase to be in.
First down, first and goal, first and goal.
What are you doing?
Watching the game.
Why are you watching the game when we should be going to the beach?
Why would I do that? I thought we were going to watch a game together.
Watch the game together. I hate football.
You hate football? I thought you loved football.
So you're just going to sit here on the couch instead of going and taking a walk with me on the beach? Really? Really? All right, I'm just going to go by myself to the beach.
Oh, God, he was wide open. God, he was wide open.
Am I really that demanding? I didn't mean to be.
What did I do wrong? Am I really that selfish?
So then when you go into phase three, that's called the personal transformation phase. And phase three is that time where we take it one step further. So in phase two, we came to understand who our significant other is. In phase three, we really embrace and accept that person for who he or she is. So we don't manipulate, we don't try and control, we really approach problem solving from a place of what works best for us rather than, don't you know you're wrong and I'm right kind of a thing. So phase 3 is that time when true intimacy is created. Because when you love someone and accept someone for who they are, you have two human beings that really get to approach the relationship and be in the relationship as fully accepted and loved and whole human beings. So there's a lot of wonderful things that take place in phase 3.
She may hate football, but a good foot massage goes a long way. I never knew how nice it could be to watch a game with her by my side.
He may choose football over romantic walks on the beach, but at least he knows how to multitask. I never knew watching football could be so enjoyable. Besides, no football in summer.
And then phase 4, the final phase, is called relational transformation. And I like to call phase 4 that ultimate prize. And that's the time when your relationship, you start to treat your relationship and protect your relationship and understand your relationship as a special, unique being in and of itself. So your relationship no longer exists solely to meet your needs and your partner's needs. It has needs of its own. And when you're in that kind of a transformational relationship, what you do is then you create this purpose, this vision. You attach, assign qualities and traits and values to this relationship that you want to live into. So in other words, any decision that each of you make, you first kind of test it against that purpose and vision of the relationship. You want to make sure it's in alignment with that. And that way you support the growth of the relationship. And when you do that, when you have a relationship that comes first and foremost, what people need to get is that your needs and my needs that fall underneath the umbrella of that relationship will get met in ways that you would have never imagined possible. And everybody around you wins. Transformational relationships are those win-win-wins, and those relationships are just nothing but ease. Nothing but ease.
I guess it's true when they say,
The whole is greater than the sum of two parts.
and then some.
Relationships are here to serve your own personal growth. Okay, they're not here to make you whole and complete. They're there as a vehicle for you yourself to become whole and complete. So your partner is not going to make you whole and complete. So that's really important, and that's actually a really good thing. Okay, that's not a bad thing, that's a good thing. The other thing I want people to know is that you don't go in this nice, clean, linear path. It's not like you, this is what I tell people. I tell people a good relationship is not a destination. It's not like you go through phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, there, we're done. Okay? A good relationship is a process. And you will bounce back and forth between all these different phases throughout the lifetime of your relationship. And you can also live in more than one phase at a time. So I would say get excited about the journey. Get excited about the opportunities that your relationships offer you. They offer you a window, a mirror into yourself in ways that really not much else out there can do in the same way. So it's really your relationships hold the key to your freedom, to your personal power, and to your well-being.